Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louder. So we're just gonna get back into Miles Edgeworth. I don't really remember what happened last time, but I think we're somewhat free. So we're just gonna explore the airport, I guess. Let's go. March 12th, 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Gennaro and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Gennaro in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I know who this is, so I'm just gonna voice her properly. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. I don't know what kind of accent I'm gonna do for her, but we're gonna see. Franziska? I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I'm needed, and wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma. Yay! Welcome back! Anyway, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma, she, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? Wait! It has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? Yes. I'm just kidding. I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I've investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed, which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I have no intention to. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir! Hey! Welcome back! Too slow! Ow! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth, if you interfere with my investigation, I'll have you arrested. Oh, well, I'll arrest you on the spot, not I'll have you arrested. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Well, poor Gumshoe. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. When you're not strong. I'm sorry. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. But before I even ask you anything, I'm gonna talk to other people. Let's talk. Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops. Lunchland is also in Ace Attorney 1, I believe, so it's just a little hint, a little Easter egg. Which should I go with? I recommend our airport special, word fact lunch boxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunch boxes made up to look like different countries' flags. I wonder if they're aiming to take Lunchland to the international market. Alright, who's this guy? Oh, that guy was on the plane. This man was in first class with me. He's quite shaken up by the whole affair. I did it. I made it a whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. He must have been pretty scared. He was repeating the same thing over and over to himself. Alright. The child. What a view of the planes preparing for takeoff. Besides the turbulence, they're really not all that bad as a mode of transportation. I didn't talk to the child. Here we go. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes.
Wow! I'd love to take a run down that runway!
Oh, the youth of today. So much potential, yet so misguided. Who's this dude? Chowing? Oh no. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before. I'm also pretty sure he's in the first game, but I'm not completely positive. But if you guys don't know, that's Sal Manella. And yeah, his name is Sal Manella.
Om nom 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 nom! In Soviet Russia, world flag lunchboxes eat chew! Found it! Oh, I feel creative powers coming on! A wave of creative powers! It's over 9,000 souls! For my next elite movie, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai Warrior of New Tokyo versus the World Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gonna rock so many boxers.
Ew. I feel so gross voicing him. So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie. The Steel Samurai is a thing, I think I mentioned it maybe, but it's like something that Miles loves. So let's talk to Gummy. Let's see. Initial investigation. So, how's the initial investigation going?
We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir.
That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case.
I'd say she was a little too quirky, sir.
Oh, how so?
I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew that there was some kind of murder or something, and had come in advance to wait for your flight's arrival.
That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. The good old US of A. Anyway, there must be some backstory to all of this. Francisca Von Karma.
Miss Von Karma kinda popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident.
No details?
It's kinda top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir.
Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. Aww. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine.
Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate.
Yes, it's high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Well, let us go and talk to the peeps. Oh god, March 12th, 1:37 p.m. Flight I-390, second floor, first class. So, you must be the captain?
Why, yes I am. And who might you be?
I'm the prodigy prosecutor, Francisca Von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain, and getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do.
What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy.
I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person.
Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir?
He kind of turned western a little bit. Whoops. He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I'd like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. Goodbye.
Ah!
Gumshoe's reactions are so great. Well, rip.
Oh no!
Grape man. I gotta I gotta do my voice for this.
Now see here! Ah!
Sorry, I'm sorry!
How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal! I told you!
Mr. LeBlanc.
Oh, it is you! Tell this man to stop stopping me from going! Time is money! I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend!
Oh, okay, we're just gonna walk away now. Oh, rip, they blocked it all off. Well, excuse me? Sir, you can't go in there. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I'm one of the prosecutors on this case, so please let me through. I'm very sorry, sir. No one is allowed to enter without Miss Von Kamma's express permission. But I'm on the case. Yes, I understand that, but, I also have explicit instructions not to let you through from Miss Von Kamma. Why would you do this to me, Francisca? Alright, well, Grape Man, again. Or Eggplant Man. I actually showed a picture of him to one of my friends. Actually, it was Thomas, if you guys know Thomas from other games that we've played. Yeah, and he said he looked more like an eggplant than a grape. But his face is kind of grapish to me. I don't know, whatever. I'm like having a midlife crisis over Grape Man. Anyways, did you finish taking his statement yet?
Yep, all done, sir.
I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back!
LeBlanc's cargo.
If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay!
Look at his twitching face. Ugh. Art? What sort of art?
Mr. LeBlanc's an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small.
From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts.
Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Okay, well I guess we have to present something. Let's present. Yep, this is it. Oh. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me?
Oh, it's a Virginian cloth.
As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose?
Yes, of course! This fabric is so famous. Orders come from over the seas for more.
Bloody cloth data updated. Okay. Then this is the cargo hold you were talking about earlier? Or this is the cargo you were talking about earlier, not the hold. Whoops!
No. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. Yo, detective, when can I have my cargo moved?
You can get the cargo back when we're done investigating, pal.
The stubbornness of the police, it is no good. And it is no good that the attendant refuses to exit the attendance room too.
That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenero. Well, now we can talk. So, Rhoda Tenero. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc?
She was taken into the attendance room for her interview. And they still have not come out. They make no signs of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her.
Why is Miss Tenero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Oh god, here's Francisca.
Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you?
Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendants' room?
Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances.
I understand.
You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth.
Well, we're getting accused still.
Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found, the only person in the lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
Well, the likeliest suspect, Francisca.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute.
I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend?
Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast. Okay. So she says that, in the second one, she says that the scene of the crime was here, but it could not be, because we just... Hold on, how am I... Oh, there we go. Because we just talked about how the, like, suitcase and everything is from the in-flight shop. So... It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
And what does that mean?
I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves the body was moved to a different location, or from a different location. The killer used a suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Now, who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions?
Excuse me?
All you did was find the piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That does not prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth.
I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. They're just like bickering.
You should know better than that. A Von Karma is perfect in every way.
Ah, but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
As if there's proof of that.
Where's the proof that the suitcase was moved around? Well... Boom! Oh, I don't want to scream that, so... Take that!
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator.
Yes, and I'd like to draw your conclusion, or your attention, draw a conclusion, to this area here. Where's the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase? You literally, it's right in front of you, Francisca. Like, why can't you just look at it yourself? Whatever. This mark here. Wouldn't you say that looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels?
I suppose.
Further, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else.
I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection!
Oh wow, she keeps going.
Not so fast! This still doesn't put you in the clear, not by a long shot.
And we're gonna stop here. So, wow, Jesus, Francisca, like, she's just perfect in every way, you know? So she wants to make sure that Edgeworth isn't being a total creep / actual murderer. And she does have a little bit of a rivalry with him, which is also the reason why they keep bickering. I mean, hey, I'm glad, you know? Like, I don't have to voice Great Man as much as I used to. Like, this is great. But yeah, next time I guess we'll see what happens next. I don't know. That's pretty obvious, but yeah, next time, whatever.